Welcome to the Mindfulness in Modern Society program preview. My name is Christy, and I will be co-hosting the session today. I'm here with Stephanie Kirsta, one of the co-founders of Hoame, a modern meditation studio in Toronto. Hoame is also our partner in the Mindfulness in Modern Society program, so welcome. We're so pleased to have this opportunity today to speak with you about the topic of mindfulness and the various learning options that you have within the mindfulness program here at McMaster Continuing Education. McMaster University Continuing Education's Mindfulness in Modern Society is the first fully online, non-credit program in the area of mindfulness and meditation offered through a post-secondary institution. Mindfulness is the art and practice of being in the here and now, in this present moment. It's been scientifically proven with evidence-based research that the ability to be fully present and aware in the moment has a host of benefits. Examples include decreased stress, anxiety, improved sleep, increased productivity and performance, and overall improved life satisfaction. This program is designed to provide a comprehensive overview of the history and origins of mindfulness, foundational philosophies of mindfulness, and the proven scientific benefits of mindful practice. Each course will explore modern and clinical applications of the ancient practice, the current shift to living more mindfully, and how we can apply all of these learnings into our personal and professional lives. So we offer 2 certificates of completion to meet the group's various needs and interests. Successful completion of any 3 of the 5 courses we offer will earn you the Fundamentals of Mindfulness Certificate of Completion. And then successful completion of all 5 of the courses will earn you the Advanced Principles and Practice of Mindfulness Certificate of Completion. Or if you're not working towards any certificate of completion, you're welcome to mix and match however you wish, or just take 1 or 2 courses for your own interest. Our courses are delivered in a collaborative online format. Each course runs fully online over a 6-week period. The courses can be taken in any order, but it is recommended that if you can, you start with Origins and Philosophies of Mindfulness. The modules will include elements such as experiential practice, group discussions, videos, resources, and practical applications to help you in developing your mindful self. Our program has a unique and exciting partnership between McMaster Continuing Education and North America's largest modern meditation studio, Hoame. Hoame is located in downtown Toronto. Hoame's founders, Stephanie Kirsta and Carolyn Plater, are mental health clinicians and educators. We've partnered together to bring you courses developed and taught by professionals in the field of mindfulness and meditation. I'm going to hand it over now to Stephanie.
So I'm Stephanie Kirsta. I am one of the co-founders of Hoame, along with Carolyn Plater, who Christy mentioned is my co-founder, kind of best friend, business partner. We've been working together in various capacities for over a decade now. And just a little bit about Hoame, and I just wanted to share a little bit about kind of why we created Hoame and kind of what was our philosophy behind Hoame. So as Christy mentioned, Carolyn and I are both master's level mental health clinicians, and we've worked clinically in different community agencies and hospital agencies. We've worked in different policy levels, and currently we both still work in private psychotherapy practices. And we also teach at a number of colleges and universities, McMaster being one of them. And during our time, kind of in the last 10 years, clinically and academically, we really began to become increasingly concerned with the growing mental health crisis. And what we were seeing clinically, what we were realizing was that much of what was coming in was a result of today's modern stress-filled lifestyle. And so, ever the researchers and always wanting to do kind of more was really wanting to focus on being able to combat this epidemic, and so this kind of stress epidemic and this mental health epidemic. And really what that did is it led us to the study of mindfulness and meditation, and that learning about mindfulness and meditation and these powerful philosophies really both personally we began to incorporate it into our lives, but then also professionally we were seeing the impacts by bringing it to our private practice, even bringing it into different classrooms. And so that really excited us when we were starting to see the benefits of meditation and mindfulness. And it kind of felt like I always joke that I always feel like I learned the secret of, this magical kind of cure, this amazing kind of like technique, and it has no negative side effects, but there's so many benefits to it. And it's a relatively easy practice once we learn more about it. And so we began to think about creating Hoame. And Hoame really, at its core, it's a shift away from the traditional reactionary approaches to health and wellness and a movement towards a modern and preventative approach to well-being. Yeah, so I just wanted to share a few pictures of our studio. So we are North America's largest modern meditation studio. Right now, unfortunately, we are temporarily closed for COVID, hoping that we'll be able to be opening in phase 3 shortly. But, pre-COVID days, we had the capacity for about 150 people. And we really, when we created Hoame, the reason it's called Hoame was because we wanted it to feel like you were coming home. A big premise in meditation is coming home to yourself, and we wanted this to feel like a connection, a place where you could connect with other people, and a place where you could really feel, kind of air quotes, at home. And so we, in addition to classes, we also host many events, lots of workshops. We're big on education and training. We've had full day retreats, and once a month, kind of pre-COVID days, was we would have this community night, because a big part of Hoame was being able to build a community and have, wonderful like-minded people who wanted to come together around the study of the practice of meditation and mindfulness. So we have 2 modern meditation studios, so 2 dedicated meditation spaces. So our light meditation room, which is on the left of your screen, and then our dark meditation room. And we really wanted to evoke feelings and different experiences within each of the rooms. So the light meditation room, it's all white, it's bright, it has a massive living wall, and it's everything that we did in the space is science-based. And so what we did in the light meditation room was we created this space where, we know that the colors green and blue reduce cortisol. So it's a place for you to reduce stress, and a place for really to feel more energized. So there's really energizing meditations in there. Similarly, the dark meditation room, it's all dark. It has a fiber optic starry ceiling. So it's a place where you can, really tap into your parasympathetic nervous system. So lower anxiety, improve sleep, lengthen your attention span. And we have a really amazing yoga nidra based meditation. So it's a sleep meditation, and it happens in the dark room. So it's a really wonderful space to really, get this really restorative and relaxing experience. We also have a Himalayan salt cave, and so it is 6,000 pounds of pink Himalayan salt straight from the Himalayan mountains. And this is a space where I always joke that our salt cave is kind of like the gateway to meditation. So many people can find meditation intimidating, or, feeling like you're either not doing it right, or that there's a certain way to meditate. And so the salt cave was a way for people to feel like, it's kind of a cool place. You can come in, you can relax on one of these beanbag chairs, but there's guided meditations on headsets. So you can really sit back, relax, and start to really feel kind of what it's like to meditate in different spaces. And then we also have an infrared sauna. It's an individual sauna. And again, it's a space where you can really, embrace kind of some mindful moments. So there's a space for you to listen to guided meditations. You can listen to music, or you can just kind of lie down and be with yourself. So meditation, and I mentioned that, the study of meditation and mindfulness is really what kind of changed both Carolyn and I's life, kind of personally, but also professionally, in that we know that with mindfulness and meditation, there is such a strong research base. I always joke that, the benefits of meditation and mindfulness start from the top of your head to the tips of your toes and everything in between. And so we do know that there's many, many different physical health benefits. So a lot of cardiac benefits of meditation, sleep, mental health benefits, anxiety, stress, depression. Meditation can also be used as a really strong performance tool. So, increasing athletic performance and then also cognitive performance. So being able to increase focus, creativity. From a connection perspective, we know a meditation practice can help to foster empathy and compassion. And the big thing that's really exciting is that it can really support stress and the stress response. And why that's so important and why I kind of, stress the stress piece is that, we know that stress causes inflammation in your body. Inflammation is the cause of pretty much every single physical and mental health kind of issue out there. We know that inflammation and stress kind of play a role in everything that's there. So, and we know that our lives are quite stressful right now. And so being able to find a practice that has been clinically proven to reduce stress and to help us, it's not changing the stress in our life, our stress can't just go away tomorrow, but being able to find tools to better able to manage the stress that we have in our life is such a powerful tool. So Christy had mentioned that there's 5 courses in the program. So currently, Carolyn and I, we've created the courses and we are faculty in the courses. We have just finished our 3rd course, which is meditation. And in the fall, we'll be starting Living Mindfully and Origins and Philosophies as well come September. So just a little bit about each of the courses. I know that there's course descriptions online, but just kind of wanted to share a little bit of insight into each of the courses. So MND 101, so Origins and Philosophies of Mindfulness. This really, the way that I like to think of this is kind of like we follow the evolution of mindfulness. So, we start in early Eastern beginnings with Buddha, start to really learn some of the more kind of traditional practices, be able to experience some of that as well through videos. And then we move through to kind of where we see today. So the Western and non-secular approaches that are practiced today. So it's a really wonderful course because in 6 weeks, we are able to kind of travel, to ancient days and learn about kind of the early beginnings of meditation and mindfulness, learn about the different religions and the different cultures that practice meditation and mindfulness, really have, really start to learn and kind of have a respect for that, and then be able to follow through to a practice that now it is clinically kind of indicated in many healthcare sectors. There's a strong research base around it. So it's pretty fascinating to be able to see it as something that, people just began to do, to now seeing it as something that, we're starting to see more and more people practicing it for a whole host of reasons. The 2nd course, so the Neuroscience and Science of Mindfulness, this is something that, this topic is very near and dear to my heart, because really it's the science of meditation and mindfulness that really got me hooked. I'm one of those people, if you show me the proof, I'm all about it. And so, being able to see, differences in brain scans for people who meditated before and after, being able to see kind of the whole host of meditation benefits, on our body and our mind is really so exciting. So being able to kind of dissect some of the neuroscience behind that. We also have a live session. So it's a conversation with a neuroscientist, being able to kind of distill some of that science as well for us. So it's a pretty fascinating course. Our 3rd course, which is meditation, this is a really fun course because this is kind of like everything that you need to know about meditation. So we learn about kind of what you need to meditate. So different postures, different props, different ways to hold different ways to hold yourself, and then also different styles of meditation. So Zen meditation, mantras, transcendental meditation, sometimes referred to as TM, Vipassana. This course also has a very strong experiential component. So there are, there's a meditation, kind of a guided meditation every week within the course. So you'll find that, we start to really hone in on our meditation practice in this course. 104, which is Living Mindfully. This is really, how do we embody kind of a mindful life? And so how do we bring the philosophies of meditation and mindfulness into our lives. So looking at, compassion and empathy and communication and connection, looking at this concept of being, how us as humans were interconnected with each other. And how do we do that? And so with this course, there's a really strong experiential component, but there's also a really strong introspective component. So there will be a big journaling component, and being able to kind of, with these mini challenges that we have throughout the course each week, being able to kind of see how you've embodied that and how you've incorporated that into your life. And then 105, which is mindfulness-based interventions. This is where we look at, the different mindfulness-based therapeutic models. So some amazing ones. So mindfulness-based stress reduction, mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, acceptance and commitment therapy, sometimes referred to as ACT, mindful eating, which is a really fantastic tool. There's a lot of science for mindful eating for different types of eating disorder treatment, and then mindful self-compassion. So it's really exciting to see that, mindfulness has really been incorporated and created these amazing clinical intervention tools and programs. And so we'll be looking at different intervention tools and programs and kind of learn some of the philosophies and the science behind that as well.
Thanks, Stephanie. That was awesome. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Christy.
Mindfulness in modern society is an excellent enhancement to any existing education that you may have in these areas, as well as your professional experience or your own personal interest. I think we would all agree that mindfulness has quickly become a desirable skill set for many groups of professionals in healthcare, community and social services, education, corporate wellness programs, and of course for our own personal wellness. It can also be used to enhance existing education in areas such as nursing, social work, teaching, human resources, and counseling. There's no application required to enroll in the Mindfulness in Modern Society program. Just go to our website and enroll online, so long as you meet the criteria below. And fall registration is now open. And as Stephanie mentioned, we'll be running the Origins and Philosophies course, Living Mindfully, and then later in the fall, we'll be doing the last course as well that Stephanie mentioned, the MND 105. So completion of the program really depends on your intended goal. If you plan on taking a mix of courses to suit your own personal and professional development, just register for those courses as they're offered over the fall, winter, and spring terms. If your goal is to complete the Fundamentals of Mindfulness Certificate of Completion, you can select any 3 courses that interest you, or if you're working towards the Advanced Principles and Practice Certificate of Completion, take all 5 courses as they come up over the year. All right, I think that's it, guys. This was great. I'm so glad to have everybody attend, and really do feel free to reach out if you have any further questions. This will be recorded and sent to you after and posted on the website. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Hope to see you all in September.